The memorial is especially close to her heart since she lost her father in the 1995 bombing of the Mural Federal Building. She is also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority and currently serves as the president of the Birmingham Association of Black Journalists. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Carla Wade a Birmingham City Schools welcome.
Thank you. Good morning. That was some very dramatic music as I walked up there. Not really used to that. Well, it is good to see all of you here today, and we are here, of course, today to celebrate some of the best educators that Birmingham City Schools has to offer. So I want to just give you a little bit of some background about myself. My brother is in education, in higher education in the state of Texas. My grandmother was a teacher. Several of my great aunts all taught in public schools for years, were career educators. And if I'm really honest, I probably would not be a news anchor had it not been for a teacher who said, "You should be a news anchor." So that is actually what I ended up doing with my life. So like all of you that are here today, I do have a great appreciation for all that you do each and every day here in our Birmingham City Schools. And of course, we're here today to really celebrate all of the best teachers of the year. We'll have the teachers of the year across the district at each school, as well as the district winners. We're also going to celebrate the counselor and the librarian of the year. And we're also going to be recognizing the accomplishments of the newly National Board Certified teachers. We're doing that today as well. And of course, many of you probably know, or if you don't, I'm going to tell you now, that this week is Teacher Appreciation Week. So this is a good way to kind of culminate that celebration. Teacher Appreciation Day, many of you know, is on Tuesday. Did you go out and get some freebies? Did any of you guys get the freebies? Oh, you're going to have to go back and double back and get your freebies. There was a lot of freebies. I think it was a lot of donuts and fast food. Maybe you don't need the freebies, but there were a lot of freebies this week. A lot of you probably also know that we have Teacher Appreciation Day and Teacher Appreciation Week because of a former First Lady. And that former First Lady was Eleanor Roosevelt. And I just wanted to share with you this quote about why she said she wanted to establish Teacher Appreciation Week. And the quote is this. She said, "It is quite impossible to give teachers monetary compensation alone that will repay for their devotion to the job and the love that must go to each and every child." She went on to say, "But I think that we could compensate a little more adequately the teachers in our communities if we were just conscious of their importance." And that is exactly why we're here today. We are making this conscious effort to recognize your importance. All right, we're going to get started with our program this morning. And the first thing, we have to recognize some other folks that made all of this possible today. So I would like all of the board members that are here in the audience, we'd just like you to stand so that we can give you a round of applause and thank you for being here this morning. We would also like to recognize our education partners and sponsors. If any of you fall into that category, all we need you to do is just please stand at this time so that we can recognize you. And we'd also want to recognize our Teacher of the Year committee, the people that went above and beyond to put this on today. Can you guys stand up? There you are. Before we move on, I just want to pass along this little reminder, because I know what happens. You get to these events, you eat your lunch, you start catching up with people, you're talking, or you realize you're running late for something and you want to just scurry on out the door. But if you fall into any of those groups of folks that we just recognized and asked you to stand, please stick around after the program so that we can get pictures. We would love for you to have pictures with all of the honorees and just to acknowledge that you were here today. So don't take off right after everything's over. All right, we're going to get into our program and start our luncheon. Here to give the invocation is the principal from Inglenook K-8 School, Steve Brown.
Good morning. Let us pray. Almighty, Most High God, Lord, we come to you unworthy to call upon your name, but we count on your grace and your mercy to count our faith to make us righteous. So, Lord, we come to you right now crying out for your help, crying out for your comfort, crying out for your protection, asking you to look after our workers and co-workers, asking you to heal our grieving hearts in our bereavement, asking you to touch our families who have been touched this week and to make them strong and unified through the experiences that we all have worked and cried and made our way through to get to this place today. But dear God, we come to you joyous because we know that you have all things in your hand. And we celebrate right now these teachers and educators who have done a great job in representing you in the lives of our children. So, Lord, we thank you for them. We thank you for their efforts. We thank you for all of those who had it upon their heart that they be recognized and given their flowers, their love, and their attention and appreciation at this time. So, Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for life. And we thank you for the opportunity to serve your people. In the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, we all say amen.
All right, now the part that some of you have been sitting here waiting, thinking, when are we going to eat? We're going to eat now. So they're going to do it by table, and they'll call your table number, and then you will, I believe it's a buffet situation today, so you'll be able to go in a table at a time and serve yourselves. Enjoy your lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please begin to enjoy your salads. We will call your table numbers. If you'll take note of the table numbers in the center of each table, first, please, through the buffet line. In this particular order, as noted, table 10, table 9, table 8, and table 7. Again, table 10, table 9, table 8, table 7. You're welcome to enjoy the buffet. Group number 2 to enjoy the buffet include tables number 5, number 6, table 24, table 25. Again, table 5, 6, 24, and 25. Please enjoy the buffet line. It's not.
It's not, okay. I just want to make sure.
Group number 3 include tables 1, 2, 13, and 12. 1, 2, 13, and 12. Please enjoy the buffet line.
Is this on? All right, there we go. I hope everybody is enjoying your lunch. That fried chicken is good. Do you really like the fried chicken? Okay, I thought it was just me. I thought that fried chicken was really, really good. But we're gonna go ahead and get our program started, and you guys can continue to eat, enjoy your meal. But now, to introduce our guest speaker, we're gonna have taking the stage once again, Dr. Tamara Tippett, the NBCT Professional Development Program Specialist.
Deborah Stringfellow. Deborah Stringfellow served as a 4th grade language arts teacher at Airport Road Intermediate School in Cosada, Alabama. As a first-generation high school and college graduate, Stringfellow's journey began under challenging circumstances. Her parents, constrained by economic hardships, had to forego their own educational aspirations. Stringfellow found solace and joy in school, a passion that drove her to support others in their educational pursuits, including her mother in obtaining her general education diploma. Stringfellow earned her Bachelor of Education, Science in Elementary Education, and Master of Science in Special Education from Troy University, followed by an Education Specialist degree in Administration and Supervision from Lincoln Memorial University. In 2001, while teaching first grade, she became the first teacher in her district to achieve National Board Teacher Certification, a credential she renewed in 2011 while teaching 7th grade. With 4 decades of teaching experience, Stringfellow believes success lies in fostering a lifelong love of learning and nurturing each student's potential. Her commitment is evident in her efforts to create a nurturing and inclusive environment that values diversity, celebrates perseverance, and transforms challenges into learning opportunities. Despite numerous accolades, her greatest satisfaction comes from the daily privilege of inspiring and educating her students and colleagues. Stringfellow impacts the wider educational community through her initiative, Sowing Seeds, Growing Teachers, which involves partnering with schools and universities. Stringfellow dedicates her time to mentoring new teachers, empowering experienced educators with essential resources, and presenting at conferences. BCS, let's welcome 2024-2025 Alabama Teacher of the Year, Ms. Deborah Stringfellow.
Thank you for such a warm welcome. Some of the things that she mentioned I may be repeating just to make sure I never know when I speak somewhere exactly what they're going to say, and I don't want to leave things out. One thing I do know is as I've traveled the state, every venue that I've been to, I've met someone that I've either taught before or worked with, and that's the blessing. Even today, I met my 40-year-old son's 6th grade teacher. It was her first year teaching in Delville City Schools. So it's such a blessing, and it really relates to what I'm going to talk about today. This is year 41. I started my teaching career in 3rd grade for several years, and then I decided to go back and get my master's in special ed and taught special ed for 7 years and realized I think I could make a better difference in 1st grade. And so that's when I did the national board. And I taught 1st grade for 7 years before my husband was no longer allowed to work. I had 3 young children to support, and so we made a move to Georgia. And I taught in Gwinnett County for 20 years. I was the Gwinnett County Middle School Teacher of the Year and a top 10 finalist for Georgia Teacher of the Year, and did administration my last 4 years before I retired. Came back and picked up where I left off with my 17 in Alabama, and I'm on year 21. So I have a combined 41 years. I am excited about the topic of, or the theme of your presentation this year, because it really relates to what I taught in life science. And I just want you to know it's a privilege and a joy to stand here among such dedicated educators. People whose steady rhythm, day after day, becomes the heartbeat of education. And today we celebrate Birmingham's Teachers of the Year. It's you. You represent the very best of what education has to offer. I've been in classrooms in Birmingham, and so I say that wholeheartedly. But more than that, we are here today to honor the hearts behind the talents and the titles, the relentless, compassionate, unwavering spirits that keep our schools alive. There's a quote by Henry Adams that we all are aware of probably, that a teacher affects eternity. He or she can never tell where their influence will stop. And as you heard, I was definitely shaped by the stories of perseverance from my parents. I heard a lot of those stories as my father lived with me for the last 10 years of his life. My parents grew up in a coal mining camps in Virginia, and my dad was one of 12. He never made it past the 6th grade, and my mother past the 7th. My father back then was allowed to enlist in the military without an education. And that decision was crucial. It gave me the foundation to be able to take a journey that he never had a chance to take. So I was a first generation, as she mentioned, high school and college graduate. And I've made sure that all of my children and foster children have had that chance. Not because the path was easy, it was not easy, but because there were educators, Mayo, Birch, Cardwell. These are names you don't know, but these are names that mean the world to me. Like you, they saw more in me than I could see in myself at the time. And Birmingham really holds a special place in my own journey as an educator. In 1999, living in Delville, Alabama, outside what's now known as Fort Novosel, my birthplace, I would leave on a Friday afternoon after serving in the concession stand since my son played sports, and would drive 4 hours once a month to UAB to join a cohort of teachers who were pursuing national board certification. That drive wasn't just a literal drive, it was fueled by a deep desire to grow and give more to my students. It was a year later that I became the first national board certified teacher in my school district. That experience didn't just sharpen my practice, it changed the trajectory of my career and ignited a lifelong passion for mentoring and lifting up others on this path. My experiences in Birmingham gave me the heartbeat of education. It gave me the drive to push forward, to constantly evolve, and to give more than I ever thought possible. And today, it gives me you. You're the heart of this profession. So together now, we keep the rhythm going. We're fueling the future every lesson we teach and every life we touch. I spent most of my career and now also out of choice in a Title I school. So I've seen firsthand how much heart it takes to teach when the resources are thin, but the expectations are high, and a lot is required. And still, we show up. We show up daily. That in itself is a remarkable task. But not only do we show up with lesson plans, granola bars, Frito-Lay chips, a pair of sneakers, and even a belt or two hidden under our cabinet. And that's the kind of love that refuses to give up. For 12 of my 41 years in education, I taught middle school life science. I went from first grade one night to 7th grade the next, and that's because it was on my certificate, not of choice. I wanted a first grade position, but they said, middle school certified, we could use that. And so, and unknown to me also, at the same time, is you had to stay in that position for 3 years before you could ask to move. So by 3 years, I was hooked and in love. And so I realized that in every cell that I taught about and system and cycle that I taught, I saw that reflection of a classroom, the circulatory system. It's constantly moving and it is constantly delivering. And that's what you do. You deliver and you move. You're a shaker and a mover in your community. We are the lifeblood of our communities. In classrooms that are tucked behind concrete walls and hallways echoing with students' chatter, we deliver hope. We circulate knowledge. We oxygenate dreams. The heart of a teacher is like the nucleus of a cell, quietly holding the center, guiding every move with purpose, reminding students daily of who they are and who they can become. It's also like the cell membrane, strong yet tender, creating space for growth but filtering out fear, and letting love and learning in. You do this every day. You are the heartbeat in the stillness of a struggling student's silence. You are the rhythm behind a child who begins to believe they are capable. And you are the steady pulse that keeps nothing from stopping you and keeps pushing you, even when the work is exhausting and the applause is faint. This year, I've had the honor of traveling our state and speaking on behalf of the teaching profession. And I'd love to mention that I traveled with Kira Aaron, who is here today, the secondary Alabama Teacher of the Year. We spent a lot of time together. And I said a couple days ago that she wasn't only my passenger princess, but she has become a dear friend, someone that I will stay in touch with the rest of my life. And she has fed into me daily. So never underestimate those around you, even though she's as old as one of my children. All right. So, but I stand in this room here filled with future educators, veteran teachers, policymakers, and no matter the audience, the message throughout the state as I've traveled is the same. The work that we do matters, and it matters because it will outlive us. It will be a legacy that you leave behind. Aristotle once said, educating the mind without educating the heart is no educating at all. And the truth lies in your classrooms every day. You teach students standards and content, but you also teach compassion, resilience, and hope. You educate the whole child, and in doing so, you elevate the entire community. Teachers plant seeds that you may never see those bloom, but they plant anyway. The truth has been at the heart of my platform this year, that truth. I truthfully believe that sowing seeds and growing teachers was my God-given talent. Because behind every strong classroom is a teacher who was once nourished, nurtured, encouraged, and believed in. And I'll show you one in just a minute, but I want to speak of her now. I could speak of many, but I want to talk about Natasha Taylor. That's who she was to me. Now she's Natasha Taylor King. She was a former third grade student of mine early in my career, the first 6 years, who later attended Alabama State University. Years after she left my classroom, she returned to do her student teaching with me right by my side as we both taught first grade. Today, Natasha's in her 20th year of teaching in the Enterprise City school systems. She's pouring into children, leading with compassion, and modeling excellence for her colleagues. We all could speak to children that we've taught and where they've ended up. I'm choosing today to address those who were teachers because that's been my goal, is to retain teachers. She is the bloom that I once held in my arm as a child. And now, I'll get emotional, I watched her flourish as a fellow educator. She's living proof of what we plant matters. And she is just one of many former students who have become teachers. Each a reminder of the work we do multiplies. I have been so blessed to witness the fruits of my labor take root in classrooms across the state. But Birmingham, today, we get a glimpse of those seeds beginning to grow out here. You are sowing wisdom. Aubrey, you're going to sow wisdom and courage and creativity and grace as you travel the state next year. But those of the rest of you in this room, you're doing it in every hallway, in every conversation you have with others, and in every quiet bit of encouragement you get that you give that others may not see. You are cultivating confidence in your students. It matters. You are shaping futures, even when the work feels unseen. You are the ones students will remember, not for your anchor charts or your bulletin boards, but for the way you made them feel seen, you made them feel safe, and most importantly, you made them feel significant. And just as you sow into your students, may you also continue to sow into each other. I've had student teachers in 2 different states across 8 different universities, and I can say without a shadow of a doubt, I have always learned from them. It was a reciprocal relationship. So open your doors and open your heart. Growing strong teachers is what we need to do. In this room, and I can feel it as I touch my heart besides being nervous, I feel a steady heartbeat that's powerful. It empowers me. It fills my bucket. It beats in classrooms. It's in hallways. Teachers are the heartbeat of the school. Let us keep leading with our heart, even when it's exhausting. You can continue to do this because remember, your impact will last a lifetime. And so let us remind each other that our work is sacred. And let today be both a celebration, but I also want it to be a charge to keep listening, a charge to keep learning, and to keep loving while leading, because the heartbeat of education depends on you. My heart feels fuller today, touched by your courage, your craft, and your calling. I'm here to congratulate you, Teachers of the Year, and thank you for keeping the rhythm going for all of us. With every beat, you fuel the future. And I'd love to just show you a real quick, this won't take but a few minutes, and I'll step over here and try to talk in my teacher voice. But I'm just going to show you a few highlights of the year. Everything is not in here because we do not have time for that. But I just tried to hit a few points. I've been in so many schools, and I was fortunate enough this year, having taught for 41 years, and have a lot of resources, that I was able to use the money given to me by Alabama Power, the $5,000, to put in classrooms in Montgomery cities, to put in classrooms all over the state. I also was fortunate enough, I was given a pay it forward grant of $1,000, and I've been to school with 10 fourth grade teachers. How do you choose? So I asked, and they were more than willing to allow me to split that into $100 per teacher for us to have a STEM day, because we don't have a STEM teacher. Ask not, get not. All right, let's look. I got a point back here, they said. All right, well, it worked earlier. My little helper over there. Okay. Do I need to? You can advance it if you want, a slide at a time. I'm good with that. All right, this is the car. I have to tell you, the car was one of the biggest blessings. My daughter, who's in ministry, went during COVID for 4 years to minister, and came back to Georgia and did not have a vehicle. So I was able to give her my vehicle for a year, because I received a vehicle that I got to travel around in this year. And so that was a blessing. You could just continue. Because it's not working. Worked earlier, we tried. This just shows me starting out at my school and the teachers that worked there with me. And there's my wonderful principal, Miss Stevens. She's my #1 cheerleader. I mean, she's been known to disrupt a whole crowd to holler out my name. You may go on. Bluebell, if you're the Teacher of the Year, they will come for the state to your school. Catch that shirt. I get cranky without my Bluebell. They fed our entire school ice cream. Okay, keep going. I'm trying. I think you went back to the beginning. I'm not going to hold that much longer, so if he can get it back going. All right, if you'll just keep going. All right, there's Bluebell again. My daughter did the sign. Thank you, daughter. There's Bluebell again. Now, this is Scottish Rite. Scottish Rite every year gives $1,000, and they give this $1,000 like you do here that can be used for personal expenses, which is wonderful. Thank you. And then there's my principal again when we got the Alabama Power Grant. You see the kids out there making their solar ovens and working in the classroom. This is money we would not have had without it. Huntington, since I've had several of their student teachers that, since they're close to us, they asked me to come speak, and it was such an honor. There's Huntington again, such a great day. And I've been to Miles College, and I've been to the University of South Alabama. Go Miles! I heard somebody out there. Woo-hoo! All right, yeah. That was a fun day, and they're purple, and that's my favorite color. So I was able to speak about technology at Cogni, and I also spoke at the Alabama School Board, the AEA meeting in June, the mega conference. Keep going. Then speaking engagements, there's the school board meeting. That was the most intimidating. And that's good. And I want to stop on this slide a minute. Up here in the corner, The night that I was announced Alabama Teacher of the Year, I got a phone call late that evening, and it was Brianna Morton, and she said, "Oh my gosh, this is my Miss Stringfellow, you won!" And I had not seen her. She was my first 3 years of teaching, so do that math. And she's now Dr. Brianna Morton, the Vice President of Alabama Public Television. And so my heart was just so happy. And Kira and I were both gifted a year-long participation in A+ Best Practices. Thank you up there. You're doing wonderful. I'm a lifelong member of Alpha Delta Kappa, which is a sorority that gives back. I've spoken in Georgia and Alabama this year. And then I was invited by Kira to come to Vestavia High School and go through their learning walks. And National Read Across America Day, I lost count. I know at least 5 to 8 schools I visited. And this school up here I chose a first grade teacher from Morning View Elementary in Montgomery at a school that's struggling, and she needed someone. And all the kids got books, supplies. She got a classroom worth of supplies. They all got to choose. And so this is what I was able to do with that $5,000. And this is one of my former student teachers, and I visited her in a school in Alabama. There's Natasha Taylor. There she is. There we are. And this is in Geneva, again, with one of my student teachers. Her mother taught speech with me during my first few years of teaching. Now she's in her 20-something year of teaching. All right, thank you. And then these are some of the other schools I visited. I went back to Morning View to celebrate their honor roll and give them prizes there to encourage that first-year teachers. And then Daniel Pratt. These are just some you can read. We'll just keep going. And then Kira and I were so blessed. There's your own, right up there. We were so blessed to visit. Yes, we love that class. We were so blessed to visit last year's top 16. We made it a point, and then we made it a point to visit this year's 16 because we wanted them to be fully equipped and ready to know what the future held for them. And then more school visits and more school visits. And the Sweet 16, what a celebration. All righty, good job. And then I have to make a funny joke that I made the other night. I may not make it funny because I'm not reading it off the paper. But my husband, my dad taught my boys to golf, which was a huge tool. My husband picked up golf later in life, and he loves to golf. He has done a great job this year for you guys. You didn't know that, but he has really poured into the retirement systems of Alabama. He has not missed a single Robert Trent Jones golf course in the state. Yes, so it was a sacrifice, but somebody had to do it, okay? And so, and if you go back, could you go back one more real quick? If you'll notice, when I was in California as part of the National Teacher of the Year, we were close enough to Pebble Beach. We can't afford to golf there. He did not golf there. But he got to go in the gift shop. But I got to go to the Jelly Belly factory, my favorite candy, and do a couple extra things. And then, of course, we went to Google. You can go on, thank you, sir. And we spent a whole day at Google learning about the latest in technology. And here, there's more to come. I'm not done. Aubrey is going to take the throne, and Katie Collins, but I am still going to be on the road. July 16th to the 21st, I'm going to space camp. Yes, trying to lose weight and work out a lot because it's going to be hot. Yes, and then September the 28th through October the 2nd, I'm going to Washington, D.C. to have dinner at the White House. And then on January the 19th, I get to go to the college football playoffs. This is all part of National Teacher of the Year Foundation. And if there's not an Alabama, Auburn, or Georgia team in those playoffs, I am going to be disappointed. But thank you so much for letting me just share some of what's happened this year and let you know that in this state, we all have so much to be proud of. And in Birmingham, so do you. And thank you, Deborah Stringfellow.
Wow, her last part of the year sounds pretty good, don't you think? Also, let's give her another round of applause, Deborah Stringfellow. All right, take a look behind me. You see this table? See all that there? The committee worked really hard on making that table look really nice for the awards ceremony, and that is where we are going next. We're going to start handing out some of that hardware. So Dr. Tippick is going to join us now and begin with the National Board Certified Teachers.
Whew. It is my pleasure to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our National Board Certified Teachers. National Board certification stands as the pinnacle of professional excellence in education, offering immense benefits to our teachers, students, and schools. This prestigious certification was established to cultivate, retain, and honor exceptional educators while fostering continuous improvement in schools across the nation. Today, we proudly recognize two of our dedicated educators who have embraced the challenge of enhancing their professional skills. Over the past 3 years, these outstanding individuals have diligently worked towards this certification, completing 3 comprehensive portfolio components and a rigorous computer-based assessment in their content area. When I call your name, please come forward to accept your National Board plaque that will adorn the walls of the Lincoln Center along with the other National Board plaques. Madison Abney, please come forward. Madison Abney is a second grade teacher at Hayes K-8 School. She's certified in early to middle childhood literacy, reading, language arts. Dr. Sullivan, would you come forward, and any board members or central office personnel to take a photo with Ms. Abney? While they're photoing, Dr. Timothy Allison, please come forward. Dr. Allison is a special education teacher at Sun Valley Elementary School. Dr. Allison is also certified in early to middle childhood literacy, reading, and language arts. Please join me again in applauding their commitment to excellence and their unwavering dedication to the betterment of our educational community. Dr. Norman.
Good afternoon. Dr. Sullivan, Superintendent, board members, community, and BCS family. The Librarian of the Year is an award near and dear to my heart. The Librarian of the Year is a person who has impacted their school, library, community, state, and the nation. Another aspect is mentorship. What steps do they take to mentor their students and other librarians? Professionally, how does the individual improve their craft and share their knowledge with others in the field and beyond? Our Librarian of the Year is always looking to help her students and coworkers. Every time I visit the Dr. Dinetta Kennan Thorne's Owens Library, named after a former graduate and longtime Smithfield resident, it's buzzing with students working on computers in small groups and asking for assistance with projects and technology. The students and her coworkers alike also visit because she often gives words of encouragement. Her laugh and smile are contagious. The library is truly a hub at her school. All are welcome at any time and is a safe place for everyone in the building. She has been at A.H. Parker since 2014 after being the librarian at Curry and Jackson Olin. She also works with technology in the summer to ensure our students have devices at all schools. She has attended local, state, and national library conferences throughout her career. She is always eager to share what she has learned, what authors she has met, and the many pictures that she has taken with authors. Her book club continues to instill and inspire the love of reading. Here are a few words from other librarians in the district about our Librarian of the Year. I can attest to her remarkable ability to go above and beyond in providing exceptional service. She not only fosters a welcoming and inclusive environment for all patrons, but also inspires a love of learning and exploration within our community. Someone else stated, "She is always eager to learn and is more than willing to share what she knows. She is kind, compassionate, and more deserving of this honor." She is an educator who advocates for her current and past students. She is truly BCS strong. Our 2024-2025 Librarian of the Year is Beverly Brown from Arthur Harold Parker High School. Come on up, Ms. Brown.
Today, we salute you, guidance counselor person. Even though no one knows what you exactly do all day, we would be lost without you. No matter what you have planned for the day, you can rest assured it will not get done in any way. You are the ultimate middleman and the drop-off point for all things no one else knows what to do with. You're the master of the schedule, the tamer of chaos, expert of social skills, and the jack of all trades. So here's to you, guidance counselor person. We do not know what you do all day, but you do it very well. The Birmingham City Schools 24-25 School Counselor of the Year is Mr. Quentin Jackson, counselor at Green Acres Middle School. Mr. Jackson has been a school counselor with Birmingham City Schools for 5 years. The recognized American School Counselor Association Model Program, RAMP, recognizes schools committed to delivering school counseling programs aligned with the American School Counseling Association, ASCA National Model Framework. The RAMP designation demonstrates to administrators, school boards, families, and the community at large that the schools have committed to supporting the mission of the school and the district. Mr. Jackson will be honored during a special ceremony at the American School Counselors Association Annual Conference in July for making an exemplary commitment to the school counseling program at Green Acres Middle School. The RAMP application process is the culmination of successfully implementing the ASCA National Model Framework, which shows evidence of direct and indirect services to students, program planning, and improved student outcomes as a result of the school counseling program. Principal Walters states that Counselor Jackson works tirelessly to build genuine connections with each student, creating a safe environment and a welcoming space where students feel valued and understood. One of his many strengths is the ability to listen and provide personalized guidance that empowers students to overcome challenges and realize their unique potential. Mr. Jackson is known throughout the building as the gentle giant, who loves, respects, and provides a listening ear to all. One initiative that Mr. Jackson has created is Inspiration Nation, a male mentoring group. The group meets monthly inside the walls of the school with mentoring sessions where men from the community and men from the community come in to encourage young males to set personal and professional goals, develop emotional intelligence, and navigate life's challenges with resilience and confidence. Mr. Jackson's favorite quote is, "If you look good, you feel good." As the coordinator of guidance and counseling, I know how hardworking and passionate Mr. Jackson is as he pours into our scholars. A gentle giant, yes, he is. He is always pleasant, present, approachable, easygoing, and always willing to jump in to do what's needed. He has a calming spirit that is truly essential when working with high conflict situations. He is truly an asset to the Birmingham City Schools Counseling Department. Mr. Jackson believes that exposure is key. He believes that exposing scholars to the possibility of what is next for them in the future can guide them to whom and what they want to be in life. He became a school counselor because he believes there are not enough male school counselors and there's a lack of African American male school counselors. And he likes to demonstrate to students that they can become anything they choose to be. This year's 2024-25 School Counselor of the Year, Mr. Quentin Jackson.
right, now I will present the Teacher of the Year School Winners 2025-2026 elementary category. When I call your name, please come forward to accept your award. Area Aaron, Arrington Elementary. Crystal Smedley Johnson, Avondale Elementary. Daphne Foy, Barrett Elementary. Amy Smith Jones will be accepting her award for her today. Latoya Jackson, BCS Virtual Academy. Her principal, Mrs. Wedgeworth, will be accepting her award today. Amanda Moorer, Booker T. Washington K-8 School. Andrea Norman Calhoun, Carrie A. Togle Elementary. Keandra Clark, Central Park Elementary. Christina McDaniel, Charles A. Brown Elementary. Kayla Nicole Beal, Epic. Amaryllis Santiago, Glen Iris Elementary. Kiara Morris, Hayes K-8. Libra Scott, Hemphill Elementary. Janetta Sims, Hudson K-8. Janika Mays, Huffman Academy. Rhett Franklin, Inglenook K-8. Talisa Andrea Phillips, John Herbert Phillips Academy. Sharon Garner, Martha Gaskins Elementary. Elizabeth Krebs, Minor Elementary. Marlon Pinkins, Norwood Elementary. Ashley Gaynor, Oliver Elementary. Kenesha Davis, Osseware Mitchell Middle. Jada Beckham, Oxmoor Valley Elementary. Jeanette Cobb, Princeton Alternative School. Trilanda Lewis Holmes, Robinson Elementary. Katrina Michelle Edwards, Southampton K-8 School. Andrea Burrell Bobs, Sun Valley Elementary. Andrea Brown Smith, William James Christian Alternative School. Come on now, that's my children's 5th grade teacher. Doing COVID on Zoom together. Zanteria Talbert, Wylam Elementary. Secondary category. Maya Lake, Arthur Harold Parker High School. Her mother, Carolyn Lake, will be accepting her award today. Jasmine Baldwin, BCS Virtual Academy. Rashonda Marie Giles, Bush Hill STEAM Academy. Patricia Reeser, Doopy Alternative. Aubrey Bennett, George Washington Carver High School. Jennifer Dickens, Green Acres Middle School. Christopher Hill, Hayes K-8 School. Kiara Morris will be accepting the award for Mr. Christopher Hill. Ardarius Larkins, Hudson K-8 School. Stephen Ward, Huffman High School. Chandria Langford Evans, Inglenook K-8 School. Kim McFarland, Jackson Olin High School. Brian Dwayne Knowles, John Herbert Phillips Academy. Calvin Barlow III, Jones Valley Middle School. Lakeisha Jones, Putnam Middle School. Micaiah Collins, Ramsey Alternative. Latoya Montrese Posey, Southampton K-8. Robert Klein, Smith Middle School. Letha Diane Pilgrim, Winona High School. Alicia Bird, Wilkerson Middle School. Terica Taylor Barlow, William James Christian Alternative School. My children's 7th grade math teacher, she's phenomenal. Shelton Bowens, Woodlawn High School. We have 2 elementary district finalists. When I call your name, please come forward again. The Birmingham City Schools Elementary Teacher of the Year finalist, one of them, Miss Elizabeth Krebs, Minor Elementary. Our second Birmingham City Schools Elementary Teacher of the Year finalist, Mr. Marlon Pinkins, Norwood Elementary School. Birmingham City Schools Secondary Teacher of the Year finalist is Maya Lake, Arthur Harold Parker High School. Her mother, Carolyn Lake, will accept the award on her behalf.
Good afternoon, everyone. What an incredible honor it is to stand before you today, not only as the 2024-2025 Birmingham City Schools Teacher of the Year and Alabama District 4 Teacher of the Year, but as someone who has had the privilege of representing the calling, dedication, and perseverance of Birmingham educators across the district. When I first received this recognition, I was incredibly grateful and a bit overwhelmed. Not because I doubted the work that I do, but because I am surrounded by many brilliant, passionate, and selfless teachers. They guide our students, nurture them, and give 150% every single day. Many may not realize, but I know that each of you here realize, teaching is a sacred calling that demands courage, creativity, sorry y'all, I got lost. Courage, creativity, and a deep belief in what is possible, even when the odds say otherwise. To every exceptional educator in this room, thank you. Thank you for showing up, for fostering a love of learning, and for never giving up on our students or each other. I am truly grateful and humbled to be among such inspiring and trailblazing teachers. It is an absolute privilege to celebrate and introduce an individual who embodies that calling. The phenomenal educator who now carries the torch forward is one whose impact echoes far beyond classroom walls. Mrs. Andrea Burrell-Bobbs is currently a second grade teacher at Sun Valley Elementary School who aspires to use her expertise as a college professor to guide future teachers. Her passion for teaching was ignited by visits to her grandmother's high school English class. Her teaching style and classroom environment is evidence that she values developing meaningful relationships with students and providing engaging and purposeful learning opportunities that encourage collaboration, problem solving, and risk-taking. A leader who pursues excellence, empathy, and unwavering dedication, Mrs. Bobbs is the kind of educator who not only teaches the content, but she inspires confidence, character, and curiosity in her students. Please turn your attention to the video presentation.
Miss
Bobs has been named Birmingham City Schools Elementary Teacher of the Year.
Ms. Bobs is a passionate, dedicated teacher that simply loves teaching and she loves her students. Watching her teach is like seeing a well-choreographed dance where all the moves have been purposefully and intentionally planned for maximum impact and effect. She means for her students to move. She means for her students to achieve. You want a teacher where the children, they sense that they have a connection with, a rapport with, and the students have that in Ms. Bob's classroom. She creates an environment conducive to learning. There's just a hum of productive struggle in her classroom. The children are collaborating, they're talking to one another, they're talking to her, and she's just acting as the master facilitator of it all. Sun Valley staff every year, they select the teacher of the year. We go through the entire application process and they read the applications and they vote on the teachers of the year here at Sun Valley. So I'm just so proud of Ms. Bobs and her accomplishments because she has really sown her best efforts into this profession.
I've never done this and this is my first time and it's happy to do this because I like to talk about Ms. Bobs. I like it for how she tells us how it's done, and she's awesome for everything that she does. If I speak about her, she's just so awesome in her own ways. She lets us go on learning games, which help us learn. Of all teachers, she's my favorite, because she's the best teacher in the world.
I really think that a lot of people deserve the honor, but I think it's really cool that I get to be recognized for something that I love to do. I really don't feel like I'm at work. I don't feel like I've been doing this for almost 21 years. I feel like it's really neat that I get to get up every day and I just get to do something that I absolutely love doing, which is working with children, and I know that having a positive impact on them, it really will help out the future. So I just think it's really neat that I get to do something that I absolutely love doing. I started off at Central Park Elementary, and in 2020, I transferred to Sun Valley, and I've been here ever since. So I don't plan on going anywhere, and I love BCS. You really love your students, but to have them love you back, it's amazing. It's a wonderful feeling for me. It's very motivating. It makes me want to get up every morning and come in just to see them. I'm very honored to be representing BCS, the place where I've been for all these years. And I'm very grateful to the wonderful people, the wonderful students, and the wonderful administrators who really nurtured me and allowed me to grow here.
It gives me immense joy to present this award. This honor isn't just a reflection of her hard work. It is a celebration of the lives she's touched, the potential she's unlocked, and the community she continues to build. Please join me in celebrating our 2025-2026 Birmingham City Schools Elementary Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Andrea Burrell Bobs.
Good afternoon.
It is an honor to stand before you today. Watching that video just really took my breath away. That was my first time seeing it, so I'm very grateful. I feel that all of us in this room could be standing here today. We're all phenomenal educators, so I would like to give everyone just a round of applause. You are awesome. I thank Dr. Sullivan for his leadership. You know, when Dr. Sullivan came to my classroom, he was very, engaging with the students. So when he left, they said, so when is he coming back? So I'm really grateful for that. I am also grateful for Dr. Tippett and her committee when they came in on a Friday morning at 8:43 a.m. I was quite nervous, but I'm so glad that they saw something in me and they wanted to recognize those abilities. I am so grateful for this young lady behind me, Shariah Aaron. She has been a wonderful motivator to me. She has been awesome. And for her to look at me every single day and not spill the beans, that's pretty amazing. So thank you so much, Miss Aaron. She prayed with me. She was really a great person throughout this entire process. I'm also grateful for the wonderful administrators that I've had throughout these years. I began my journey under the late, great Betty Griggs, and I was so anxious and nervous. And when I began, she brought me in her office and she said, honey, sit down. You're one of my babies now. Stop worrying about everything. So she took me in, and to be under Miss Delilah Stitt, to know Miss Stitt is to absolutely adore her. She was my vice principal at Central Park, and I followed her to Sun Valley. And to be under her leadership, the Bible tells us that a tree is known by the fruit it produces. And Ms. Stitt, just look at all of your fruit. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm grateful for your leadership. Thank you. To my husband of 15 years, to be married to an educator is something serious, and he has been wonderful. So when I go to the stores and I'm buying extra stuff and he's looking at the bills, over the years, he's been so understanding. So I'm grateful to him and my beautiful children. My daughter told me she was here in spirit, but she was going to enjoy herself on her field trip today, so she is not thinking about me. So I'm just so very grateful. So as I take my seat, I think back to that young lady who walked the halls of Murphy High School in Mobile, Alabama, behind my grandmother. And I think about her and how she motivated her students, how she was short in stature, how she was 4'11", but those high school kids loved her. So every day I think about her and I know that she's looking from heaven proud of me. Thank you so much, BCS. And I think we all can agree, in the words of Dr. Sullivan, success, help me, starts here. Thank you so much.
All right, good morning. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet because Mr. Bennett, he seems like that type of person. Just keep it moving. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep it moving. All right, my name is Dr. Molen, and I teach the only fashion program at Jackson Olin High School and for Birmingham City Schools. The only fashion program. All right, yes. I am the 2024 Secondary Teacher of the Year and a 2024 Sweet 16 State finalist. It is my honor to introduce to you the 2025 Secondary Teacher of the Year, and as of this past Wednesday, the new 2025 Alternate Alabama Teacher of the Year. Mr. Aubrey Bennett grew up in a single-parent household in East Syracuse, New York. Mr. Bennett yearned for a role model and was therefore inspired by his fourth grade social studies teacher, Mr. Sampson. This set his path in the direction of teaching social studies. Mr. Aubrey Bennett has been teaching for 17 years. He teaches 12th grade U.S. Government Economics and Advanced Placement African American History at George Washington Carver High School. He holds a Bachelor of Science in Human Resource Management from Marist College and a master's degree in secondary education from the University of Phoenix, certifications in American History and AP US History. Mr. Bennett served as the athletic director, department chair, varsity girls soccer head coach, director of soccer for Birmingham City Schools, and also serves as the school's attendance liaison. His initiatives have significantly reduced chronic absenteeism through monthly events aimed at increasing student engagement. Let's pause for a moment to view the video.
Mr. Bennett, Coach Bennett, Aubrey, I call him Bennett, is an excellent teacher. He loves people. He loves children. He loves all the stakeholders. And that comes alive in his classroom and in everything that he does. When, as an administrator, you can walk in the classroom and you're just meant to just drop by, see how they're doing, and you sit down and you look at the engagement of how he interacts with the students, and he connects the content to real life. He brings the curriculum alive. And the work he does outside the classroom is authentic. The relationships are there. It's truly what a wonderful educator comes to mind when you think of Bennett. Just a pleasure to work with. And whether he is having a good day or a bad day, he's going to come in and give 100% to Carver High School. And so I really think he is truly worthy of this recognition. And I heard you mention, what do you tell teachers who are new to this? If you're working in education, you're always going to hit a reset. Every day or every month or every year is not going to be the best. But you've got to be willing to reset. And Coach Bennett has hit a reset, and he has come back and come back better than before, and it's just truly exciting to see such a worthy person to be recognized by his peers.
When I heard he was Teacher of the Year, I was so excited. I said, I got to say something about Mr. Bennett, but I had no idea the opportunity would come. And as I say again, he is so deserving because of his character, the mannerisms, the respect, and just how the students, they look up to him. They know he's accessible for them to come to and talk to about their problems or any issue they may be having at school. And he tries to be a support. Now, I have never met anyone, the male figure, for dealing with young ladies that had the characteristics that really extended out to them like a father figure, which their dad, is there, but Mr. Bennett was the dad at school. And so, they looked up to him. And I appreciate him, and I think this honor could not be given to anyone greater. My daughter, Jalen, went on from Carver to Talladega to play collegiate volleyball because Mr. Bennett pushed her and told her, even though she was the shortest thing on the court, you can be good. And it stuck. It got in her head, and she was like, Mom, I really want to go after this with all my heart. And I never thought somebody under 5 feet would play volleyball on the college level, but she did. And Mr. Bennett is to thank for that. I can't think of anyone else that's deserving of this more than Mr. Bennett.
And Coach Bennett is the SGA sponsor, and I just happen to be the SGA president. So I work hand in hand with Coach Bennett on a day-to-day basis as a senior that I have been. I was a part of SGA the year before that too, and we worked very hand with Bennett. I think when I first had Coach Bennett was the AD, so the athletic director, and I joined soccer, and Coach Bennett always makes sure every team had what they needed to have and stuff. And as I witnessed that over the years, Coach Bennett is a father figure to a lot of the people here, especially the soccer girls that he's the soccer coach of. Like, a lot of those girls look up for advice and look up to him to fill the gap that some of them don't have. And some of them do have dads, but you're always going to have that school dad, the school mom. And I can't say Harbert Bennett is the school dad for a lot of people here. You always have those teachers that go above and beyond, but you have another level of that. You have teachers that go past above and beyond. You might say, what does that mean? I can't tell you, but it's Harbert Bennett. It's a fact. Harbert Bennett is the best teacher I've ever had.
I think that me, my peers, my administration, my community, my school, my kids, we all deserve it. And it's just a magnitude of the time and effort and energy and blood, sweat, and tears we've put into to make Carver what it is today, academically, athletically, and with the fine arts as well. And so I think it's just been an amazing journey with some really great people. I've had some really great leaders. I've had some really great students, some really great parents, and this is a culmination of that. When I came over to Carver, I felt very welcome and loving from the community, the parents, and the students. And so over time, with anything, you just fall in love with it. And I've been blessed to have 3 amazing principals, starting off with Dr. Charles Willis, Milken Award winner. Then I had Dr. Evelyn Nettles-Hines. And then last, Miss Tiki Hines, who I've been able to learn and grow from each of them. And it's been an easy experience. And Birmingham City does a lot to help propel you as a teacher, as an educator, to be the best version of yourself. My proudest moment, and it's gonna be it's a culmination of everything. Like I said, the blood, sweat, and tears. It was us winning a state championship in girls basketball during COVID. It was Miss Hines' first year here, and it was a disaster for everyone across the country. But we as the athletic department came together with the lead of Jarvis Wilson, who's now at Ramsey, and we're able to catapult a team of 7 girls to the state championship. And our second biggest accomplishment is definitely getting off the failing school list. I mean, for me, it goes hand in hand. Aubrey Bennett was burnout. But I also had to learn, I had to reset myself and realize why you're doing it. I come here every day for the kids. No matter what goes on in my personal life, I come here with a refreshed attitude because I love the kids.
Mr. Bennett devotes his time to ensuring that all of his students are informed, socially aware, and open-minded to the world around them. With great privilege and honor, I pass this torch to you, Mr. Bennett. And then I was going to tell you all to stand to your feet, but you just did. So stand to your feet. Stand to your feet. And show some appreciation to our 2025 Secondary Teacher of the Year and 2025 Alternate Alabama Teacher of the Year, Mr. Aubrey Bennett.
Man, that video was long-winded, I ain't gonna lie to you. No, but I do have a speech. I didn't get a chance to really speak down at the state and state competition in Montgomery, but I did have a speech prepared, and I want to read it to you guys, because you guys are my family, in all honesty. I mean, it was great down there, and it was a great experience, but I was more excited about coming back here and being with y'all today. And Dr. Tibbet asked me a couple times, you gonna be here? You gonna be back? I'm like, I wouldn't miss this for the world. And so it's a pleasure to be with y'all today, and I love y'all. I really do. I'm not from Birmingham, but you make me feel like I am one. And my friend Chaz Mitchell hit me up the other day. He's like, man, you're a real Birminghamian now. I was like, you're damn right. So, all right, so I'll go ahead and read my speech real quick. I am truly humbled and grateful to stand before you today as the 2025-2026 Birmingham City Schools Secondary Teacher of the Year. I would like to thank Dr. Tamara Tippett and the Birmingham Teacher of the Year Committee for the honor of joining such a distinguished group of educators. However, this recognition is not mine alone. It belongs to the incredible students who inspire me each day, the passionate colleagues who challenge me and support me, and the North Birmingham community that stands behind me with a shared mission to educate. When I began my journey in education in 2006, I never could have imagined reaching this moment. From the start, I had 3 strikes against me. I taught social studies, I was a coach, and last but not least, I was a New Yorker. But let me tell you, I proved those stereotypes wrong. My path has been filled with challenges, triumphs, and countless opportunities to learn and grow. I've come to understand that teaching is more than a profession. It is a calling, a responsibility not only to impart knowledge, but to ignite curiosity, foster critical thinking, and empower the next generation to shape the world. This award reflects the collective effort of so many who have helped shape my career. To my students, you are my greatest motivation. Your questions, your energy, and your passion for learning remind me daily why I chose this path. To my colleagues, you have been mentors, collaborators, and an invaluable support system. Together, we've worked to create classrooms where all students feel seen, valued, and capable of greatness. You have become a part of my family, and I love you all. To my mentors, Dr. Charles Willis, Dr. Evelyn Nettles-Hines, and Ms. Tiki Hines, thank you for shaping me into the educator and man standing before you today. I've learned so much from each of you, and I'm grateful for the way that you have believed in me. Being named the Secondary Teacher of the Year for Birmingham City Schools is not just a personal milestone, it's a call to action. A call to keep pushing forward, to keep advocating for equity, excellence, and opportunity for every child in the city of Birmingham. I am committed to doing my part to help all students realize their full potential, to lead the next generation of teachers, and to continue to revolutionize what the idea of education looks like as we move forward into the future. I am so proud to be a part of Birmingham City Schools. I'd like to close with a quote by Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Today I stand before you as that weapon who will use his voice on a national level to showcase how Birmingham City Schools is leading the way. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you guys. Thank you, I appreciate my love. Okay. All right, that's not.
It is with immense gratitude and heartfelt appreciation that I stand before you today to acknowledge the incredible support of our event sponsors and community partners. Your generosity and dedication have made this event truly special, and we are deeply thankful for your contributions. Marlon King, Block Global Group, Dr. Ashley Samuels, Birmingham Education Foundation, Richard Franklin, Birmingham American Federation of Teachers, our musical ensemble led by Mr. Marlon Pullum II, our decor by Lovely Pugh set the stage, Verna Thomas and Wanda Melton of Ramsey High School, William Allen and Emery Kidd, Alabama Education Association, Sandys Flowers and Marie Elias. Ms. Carla Wade, will you please come forward? Will you please accept this token of our appreciation as my favorite morning personality? As I prepare every morning for work, I am watching Carla Wade on the news. And when I considered a moderator, she was the first person that I thought about. And when I emailed her, she actually emailed me back and said, yes, she would be happy to. And I truly appreciate her, and I'm so happy that you are now a part of our Birmingham City Schools family. So thank you. Miss Deborah Stringfellow, will you please come forward? You are now a part of our Birmingham City Schools family. We love and appreciate you. She has visited our schools during her year as Teacher of the Year, and she has already started to support Aubrey Bennett as our alternate and secondary Teacher of the Year. I just met her, Thursday night, so we are just honored that you could be here and impart to our Teachers of the Year in our district, so thank you so kindly. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Lastly, we extend our sincere thanks to the talented Teacher of the Year Committee, the energetic Educator Effectiveness Team, the helpful Human Resources Department, and the sensational Strategy and Communications Department. Thank you for your dedication and hard work. It has truly made this a special event. As a special thank you, we are offering our partners the chance to take a photo with our BCS Elementary and Secondary Teachers of the Year immediately following. And we also want to remind our Teachers of the Year that you have a special token in your box as well. So please don't discard that. To all of our guests here today, thank you for your incredible support and for making this event a memorable celebration of excellence in education. Together, we are making a difference in our community. And at this time, we will ask our illustrious superintendent to come forward with closing remarks.
I want to thank our Educator Effectiveness team as well as our professional development team for this. And, you know, Dr. Tippett thanked everybody, but I think we all need to give Dr. Tippett a huge round of applause. Mr. Lee has charged me with reminding everyone that the Counselor of the Year and the Librarian of the Year also receive $1,000. I see the checks back here, so let's give them a round of applause. And thank you to all of our teachers, our educators, and everyone who supports teaching and learning in Birmingham City Schools, because that is our main business. And one of the reoccurring themes that I heard when I listened to our Teachers of the Year is about how much they value, it wasn't about teaching, but it was about how much they valued, respected the children that they taught. I think Mr. Bennett said, be heard and valued, our students. I mean, that's important. And our teacher from Sun Valley said her grandmother was 4 foot tall, 4 foot something. and she was in a high school. Now, I've been in education for over 30 years, and I've seen teachers who are very, very small, who have command and control of the classroom, and I've seen big burly men not to have command and control. And the difference is that the people who respect and value and give voice to children get respected back. That's powerful. As your superintendent, I say thank you. Today we've seen some amazing work. And Bennett, what the young man said, that everybody goes above and beyond, but Mr. Bennett goes above that, and he doesn't know what that is. I think everybody in this room goes above that. And we are so proud in Birmingham City Schools to know that you are a part of our school system. You know, we say success starts here, but it starts in the classrooms or in Birmingham every day. Since 2020, Ms. Tippett, now make sure I get this right, we've had, every year, we've had either a winner for the state or someone in the top 16 of the state of Alabama. Now let's put that in perspective. Yes. Let's put that in perspective. There are over 70,000 teachers in the state of Alabama. And for us to have teachers in the top 16 of all of that for 5 years in a row, one teacher to win the big prize, one teacher to win the secondary teacher of the year and the Alabama alternate teacher of the year, is a testament to the work that goes on in Birmingham City Schools every day. You know, working in Birmingham is not easy. We have challenges, but I am confident that we have the team of educators in place in our schools, as our administrators, as our teachers, to continue to continue our rise academically. We've seen some great success in Birmingham City Schools, and people call me often and say, I want you to come to this conference and talk about what you guys are doing in Birmingham. And my first statement always starts with what we're doing in the classrooms, because that is what's most important. And there are only two types of employees in the school system. There are teachers and those who support teachers, period. And our job as administrators, our job, whether you're the custodian, lunchroom worker, the bus driver, the teacher, we are all supporting the work that you do in your classrooms every day. I thank you for coming out today. You are appreciated. Birmingham City Schools success starts here, and again, it starts in your classroom. Thank you, Ms. Tippett. Thank you to all of our teachers who are here, our administrators, and thank you to your families who give so much to allow you to give so much to our students. Thank you for all that you do. And is the band going to play us out? Yes, sir. Play us out, Mr. Bandman.